Alright, we're going to make a simple poncho top since we see a lot of those are popular. So the first thing to do is to fold the fabric lengthwise. So this is going to be my length. This is my center front, my center back folded lengthwise. And then this is crosswise. So when I open this up, this would be my arm and my arm. Okay, so I measured from this crease down 3 inches and then out 4 inches and got me a nice circle shape. And then at the back I measured down 1 inch, so I'm going to cut over to the 1 inch. So we need the back neck to be up higher on the back and lower on the front. So we're going to cut right here at our 1 inch because the back neck is up higher than the front, and get to a slight little curve shape out to 4 inches because we want it to pull over your head, and the average head is 22 inches in circumference. So you want to make sure you can easily just pull this over your head. So I just separated it, and now I just want to cut the front. So I'm cutting the front separate from the back, and when I finish this you'll see my back neck is up higher than my front neck. That is the way the body grows. So here, I'm going to take and do a little snip and make a notch. That's my center back. And I'm going to do a little snip with just the tip of my scissors and mark my center front. And then a snip right here on this fold. And that's going to become my shoulder. So I have 4 points of reference when I put this together. Now when I open this up, you can measure the circumference of the whole thing, and when you do that, there go my neck for my poncho. So when I open it up, you can see this my sleeves, and then this is going to be my bottom. Now I want a rib knit. Now the difference in this knit is I'm using the crosswise grain line. It's a stripe, but I'm making it run vertically. But it was meant to go horizontally, so you can use your pattern whichever way you like, it doesn't matter. But this is a regular knit, a stockinette, but this is a rib. So I want to put a rib knit on my neck. So I measured my neck circumference and I made this 3 inches smaller because we want this to stretch into the neck and then lay flat. If you measure it exactly the same amount, when you sew it in, it's going to hang away from the body. We want to lay flat to the body. So we made it 3 inches smaller. So I just stitched it together at the back. Now I'm going to take this and fold it in half. And then I'm going to notch. This seam will be my center back. The seam is my center back. If I notch these two together, it's going to be my center front. And then if I take these and fold it in half and notch it here, those are going to be my side seams, my shoulder seams. So I notch all those points of reference, and then I take them and pin them together in the place where they're going. So we need to pin right sides together. So there's my notch, there go my seam at my center back. I'm going to keep these two together. And I'm going to line them up at my side neck, my shoulder seam. So it should be a little smaller look, so that means I have to stretch it in there to make it fit. And that's exactly what we want to do. So I'm going to pin this and all the way around. So when I get to my center front, same thing. I want to line those up together. And then back again over to my shoulder seam. There go my double notches, my notch, single notches. It's just folded. And pin it. So we have all our points of reference. And we're going to go to the machine and stitch it. Now I'm going to stitch this on the fabric side and not on the rib side. Because I want to stretch it in between each point. So I'm going to use a 1/2 inch seam allowance. And you want to use a ballpoint needle always when you sew and knit so you don't get holes in them. So they have like a gold or a yellow band around them. So here, what I do is I take this and make sure these two ends are lined up even, and this is lined up, and I stretch it. Stretch it while I'm sewing. Make sure you can pin it more if you need to, but we're just going to stretch it. So this is the way they sew your t-shirts. You wonder why the collar lays nice and flat. It's stretched in there to fit. So we're keeping everything lined up. And we're stitching it all at a 1/2 inch. Stretch it. And just take your time so you don't end up with any puckers in there. And you got a complete nice 1/2 inch seam allowance. Everything is lined up. So line them all up. And then after you finish this, you can either serge it or do a zigzag to finish the edge of the seam. So when I get around here and clip this, and we flip it out, it's just like you see your t-shirts in the store. And then you just give it a little press and everything will lay nice and flat. And then serge that or zigzag that finish and press it down. This is rolling up. You're going to press it down just like that. And now you have a rib knit stitched into your poncho. You can finish the edge of the sleeves any way you like, or just leave the sides open. It's up to you. There's our poncho. Sorry, I turned it the wrong way. It's going this way. There's the front. Okay, so I pray that God bless you with all your projects and they turn out beautifully.